iTunes. J.K. Stewart Creative here in Latvia. I'm having the honor of sitting here with the general manager of the hotel where I'm staying. The hotel's name is Opera Spa and Hotel.
It's Opera Hotel and Spa.
Opera Hotel and Spa. Thank you very much. And I'm in the city of Riga. And for my American friends back in the States, Riga is in Latvia, and Latvia is situated between Estonia and Lithuania. But before I go on and put my foot in my mouth, let me let a man who can tell you more about Latvia and Riga speak. Sir, what's your name?
My name is Yanis.
Yeah?
It's Yanis Beckers.
Yanis
And
Beckers.
I'm very proud of being a general manager of this nice hotel.
Yeah, yeah.
We are, just a little bit about the hotel probably. We are kind of an 8 rooms hotel located in the heart of Riga.
Yeah.
And we're a historical building. And we've been a hotel since 1886.
1886.
Exactly.
Been a hotel that long.
And it's been always a hotel.
Yeah,
It had a few different names.
yeah.
Till World War II, it was Hotel Bellevue. Then it had 2 different names under the Soviet times. And after that, it was reopened as a Nordic hotel. And from 2010, we are Opera Hotel and Spa.
Since 2010.
Yes, exactly.
You mentioned under the Soviet time. Tell me when this country gained its independence from the Soviet Union.
So in 1991, it was a very important year for Latvia. We gained our independence. On 4th of May, it was the Declaration of Independence was signed by our parliament. And in the same year, in 1991, in August, 22nd of August, Iceland was the first country to recognize us as an independent state. And it was then we became independent internationally, let's say like that.
Okay, I live in Finland, and you mentioned Iceland. It's ironic that a Nordic nation was the first to recognize you. Explain for me and the Americans back home, what is the difference between a Nordic nation and a Baltic nation?
That's, I would say, a tricky thing.
Yeah.
I would say that there's mostly probably not a big difference.
Not a big difference.
At least our,
Yeah.
let's say, northern neighbors are trying to make this difference. But still, I would say personally
Yeah.
that we're quite close nations.
Yeah, yeah.
Just the difference probably is that Latvia, Lithuania, probably Estonia a little bit as well. We've been, with the whole situation of the wars in Europe, we've been quite a lot of influence of Germany and Russia, and Nordic countries hadn't received that influence.
Okay,
So
okay.
I would say that was probably, with our culture, with our food, with our appearance as well.
Yeah.
So it's been a little bit different for us as this influence of these other countries.
Very good. You mentioned appearance. Since I've been here, and I've been here in the old town, I couldn't tell when I was looking at a Latvian from someone else in this part of the world. I mean, I know that there's a lot of tourists here. How would you describe, how do I know when I'm looking at a Latvian?
That's a tricky one as well. Not so easy to answer. Again, this is influence of European countries.
Yeah,
And I would say that probably the color of skin
yeah,
makes a difference. We are quite white, this white thing that we are very light color.
Yeah.
So it's always you can definitely find a typical Latvian when you see them on the beach. The more red ones are the Latvians usually.
They're trying to tan from that
Yes,
long
because-
winter,
and
huh?
it's very hard to tan because your skin gets
Yeah, yeah.
red very fast.
Yeah,
And then it starts to feel your whole
Yeah.
skin, and
Yeah.
that's probably one of the reasons. But to tell the truth, I don't think there's like a typical things. for
There's no
Latvians.
typical, yeah.
Yeah. Again, when I see a person, I would recognize, but that's again because it's your nation. You somehow make these facial, I don't know, appearances or something. But
Sure.
It's not so easy to define that. I would
Yeah.
say.
One of the definitions that clearly is apparent here is a lot of people speak Russian. I can't tell that distinction. Say something, for instance, introduce yourself to me as the general manager of this hotel in Latvian. Explain to me what that means, and then in Russian, so I can see if I can hear a difference.
Yeah, so in Latvian it would be Labdien, es esmu šīs viesnīcas vadītājs, and that would mean that good afternoon, I'm the general manager of this hotel.
Okay.
In Russian it would be Здравствуйте, Я руководитель этой гостиницы. So it's the same words, just in Russian. I believe you can hear that very understandably.
Yeah.
It's absolutely different languages. We don't have anything common, in fact, with the languages.
With the languages, yeah.
Yes, because our languages are from absolutely different language
Tree.
tree and
Yeah.
same tree but different branches.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
How you call that?
Yeah.
So we've been historical Latvian and Lithuanian language has gone together. We're very close language, in fact. And when you hear Lithuanian and Latvian, you would hear some small difference, but not absolutely different one. And Russian, it's absolutely different. Of course, they're using different alphabet as well. They have these Cyrillic letters.
Yeah.
So we are using Latin, of course.
Okay.
We have our own letters, a few of them.
Yeah.
With the A with the line, so it's like longer A. We call it A, and but languages are absolutely different.
Yeah. Right now in your school system, is Russian still taught? Is it still a standard language, or is Latvian the language, official language?
Situation is like that we have population is natively, I think approximately half is Russians.
Okay.
Like language at their home language.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have these Russian schools as well, quite a lot of them.
Yeah.
Till I think ninth grade.
Yeah.
After that, they're all going to Latvian, most of them.
Okay.
And and we are taught Russian at school as well as one of the foreign languages,
Yeah.
like in Latvian schools. But for me, example, it was absolutely different. There's one great difference. I already told you that, in fact.
Yeah.
That when I was a kid, it was the beginning of 1980s. So we, all of us, let's say, playing somewhere around with the kids, with Latvian and Russian families,
Yeah.
we all spoke Russian. That was absolutely different, and now it is vice versa. Everybody speaks Latvian. The small kids, the Russian family kids, they speak always Latvian. And more families, Russian families, are sending their kids to Latvian school, or to some English school even,
Yeah.
just to get this language and just to be for the kids to be easier to learn everything.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you for that. Now I'll let you talk to me a little bit about tourism. When is the biggest tourist season? The hotel, you service people from around the world. Do you also end up servicing dignitaries who come here? Just tell me a little bit about the hotel. Put your plug in there.
Okay, so yes, we're very proud of being one of two oldest hotel buildings in Riga.
Yeah.
We are two buildings, our hotel and one of our colleagues that has been a hotel since their opening. As I said, it's since 1886.
Yeah.
We're very proud of that.
Yeah.
And of course, our season is a little bit probably different than in the greatest cities of tourism, as we're not so large in tourism.
Yeah.
We have a little bit, I would say, a big difference
Yeah.
in seasonality. And our high season is always middle of May till middle of September.
Okay.
And other part is just a low season. Of course, the New Year is again the high season, but that's a small one weekend and probably week. The difference is very large for us. It's about approximately 30% in occupancy.
Okay.
So for us, winter is time when we can do repairs, get ready for the next season, and
Yeah.
that's a little bit tricky with the staff and with the staffing it all together, because
Yeah.
it makes, let's say, a challenge
Yeah.
to have the staff at winter and to have them in summer enough as well.
Very good. Very good. Not an uncommon difficulty in all parts of the Nordic region.
course,
and the
that's-
Baltic region.
That's everywhere like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, very good. Listen, you've been more than kind in taking up this time with me. I appreciate it. And you did great for this impromptu interview.
Thank you very much. It was my
This is
pleasure.
J.K. Stewart signing off here in Riga.